What a nervy end to the match, the clash of the Eagles. The Super Eagles eventually soared higher than the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia. All right, but trust me, fingers were crossed for the last 10 minutes or 5 minutes of the game. All right, we've got. All right, we've got who I will regard as your girlfriend's crush on the show right now. You understand? All right, I joins us yet again. I mean, when the Nations Cup kickstarted, Nigeria's first match on Tuesday against Tanzania, he joined us on the show. Now, 5 days after, or is it 4 days after? 4 days after, actually, he joins us yet again on the show. I mean, I don't know if he's the one trying to keep tabs on me, but I will tell you the truth, I'm keeping tabs on him. I mean, fantastic talking to you the last time out. Your video has over 4,000 views at this point in time. You know, so let's bring it back home here. The Super Eagles emerged victorious yet again against Tunisia. Pretty much the same result like the Tanzania game, the 1-goal margin. You know, the last time you told me you were disappointed by one goal margin victory. Is it the same tonight or is it different?
I won't say I'm disappointed per se because actually at the point I thought we're not going to win the match. Like before the match started.
I remember you
I was like
slim victory or a draw.
I was like, is it a draw or one goal margin? Yeah, like I said. But when we started, we scored first goals because I'm like, yeah, no, let's go. But then 7 minutes to the end, how many minutes to the end, and then these guys want to almost fumble the lead. I'm like, what is going on here? Like we're comfortable in front, we're comfortably leading rather, and just wanted to throw it away. But I mean, a win is a win, child. So.
All right. I mean, you know I mentioned earlier that Ayofe is your girlfriend's crush. Now you have to be much more wary because I just remember that he predicted a slim victory or a draw. So what it means is that you know how we are in this country. Women are slightly more religious than men. So if Ayofe happens to be your girlfriend's prophet, your relationship is as good as over, because you know what that means. But let's talk about football for a little bit more. All right, so your expectation was pretty much met this time around, unlike the last time, right?
Yeah.
Now, Nigeria through to the round of 16. Because in competitions like this, you win 2 games, especially for a 24-team competition, where you know that there's really room for best losers and the like. So worst case scenario, Nigeria is through to the next round. Next we play Uganda, a team who played out the 1-0 draw earlier against our last victims. I would like to say talk about Tanzania. His first goal for the national team tonight. Talk about Wilfred Ndidi scored his first ever goal for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And you could see how happy he was. That's why he was jubilated like Kanu Nwankwo jubilated at Atlanta 96 because he went to number 4. Just see that Kanu wears. I'm going to say. He's the captain of the national team right now. He's a very vocal player. He doesn't give 2 cents about what people think. Very, very objective player. And good to see him. Because the player who has a thunderbolt in his leg, scored a lot of goals for different club sides. For he's got his first goal for Nigeria. Lukman is now on 2 goals. He's the joint top scorer of this competition. No player has scored more than 2 goals at this competition. I don't know if you think Ademola Lukman is going to rule. Maybe emerge as a top scorer of the competition. Or let's just keep it modest. He's a winger. He's not necessarily a striker, so he might not do it.
But I feel like he has been a top player since the beginning of the tournament, and I still see him being a top player. If we continue, like if we progress all the way to the final, yes, he might actually be the top goal scorer in the tournament. Because somehow the ball always gets to him, and he knows what to do with the ball. Yeah.
I mean, brilliant goal. That goal was a fantastic goal, according as far as I'm concerned. Yes, because talking about the fact that he could dazzle and then get that goal. All right, just to pick your brain just a little. Okay, Nigeria's won the African Cup of Nations 3 times before now. Okay, first in 1980, next in 1994, and then in 2013. Did you watch the 2013 edition?
Yeah, I watched 2013 AFCON.
All right, fantastic.
Even though I was like, still.
Were it a concern for your counterparts, for other guys?
Well, I was watching it because my dad was watching it, and I was interested, and I was cheering for Nigeria, obviously. So yeah. But I vaguely remember most of what happened. Yeah.
Okay. One thing for sure is Sunday Omar scored the winning goal.
Yeah.
And it was on a Sunday night.
See that one? I cannot forget that one. It's like everybody was talking about it too. So every time we played on Sunday Omar always scored. Yeah.
It's got against Cote d'Ivoire, the quarterfinal as well. I mean, there was a saying back then that on Sunday, when on that same Saturday, Sunday will say Umba. Because in Igbo it means no. Yeah, sir. So there's something we do on Match Day Mike. It's called past versus present.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to take you through the starting lineup on the final day in case of been player for player. We're going to compare them with the players who currently represented us were tonight. So you do us the honors to tell us who you think is a better player.
Who I think is a better player?
Yes.
Okay.
So in goal we had Vincent Eyama. Tonight we had Stanley Wambali. Who is better?
Vincent Eyama is better. I'm sorry, but this is very controversial, yeah, but I feel like Wabali makes a lot of mistakes. Like, evidence in this match. So I feel like Vincent Eyama was definitely better.
I mean, I don't get to make too much comments about guests on the show's comments, but if you had told me Stanley Wambali we could get into a fight, I think I tried to fight you the last time as well. I don't know why. All right, so Vincent Eyama, definitely one of the best goalkeepers Africa has ever had or produced. I just think this. So I right back we had Ephraim Bruce at that competition. Tonight we had Bright Osai Samuel. I think he's the one that gave away the penalty tonight. I shouldn't have said that because that could have influenced your choice. But Ephraim Bruce up against Bright Osai Samuel.
It's quite, because I don't know a lot about, the other player.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to go with Bright Osai Samuel.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Based on what I know, because I don't really know about
that. That's absolutely fine. All right, I left back we had Elderson Echejili. I left back. Tonight we had Bruno Yemechi. Who's your choice?
Oh, this is a hard man. This is a really hard, because I don't really have a lot of information about the other players, but I know that they were really good. Considering the fact that they went to AFCON, went to the final, won the entire AFCON. But from what me I've seen, like the past few matches here, I will go with our present level.
Okay.
They might say it's recency bias, but
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a comment after you make your choices, but so we'll get to that subsequently. At the left of that back, we had a player who was playing indigenously. He was playing for Sunshine Stars at the time. As a matter of fact, shortly after the AFCON, he became the best paid player in the MPFL. He's begun to earn 1 million naira per month. That was how good he was. Okay? It's none other than Godfrey Opapona. We had him play every single game of that competition. Let's compare him to the left centre back tonight, Calvin Bassey.
Godfrey is definitely better than him. I'm sorry, but I remember from the last AFCON here watching the defense, and I was like, who's that guy? So I don't want to say Calvin Bassey's bad. No, I'm not saying that. He's fast, but they just can't compare.
All right, and I think it's a very fair comparison because Godfrey Opapona was a very strong defender. Calvin Bassey is also very physical these days, so Godfrey Opapona takes it for you. Our right centre back, we had the young Kenneth Omeru. I mean, Kenneth Omeru at that competition was just 19, but he was able to dethrone a legend of Nigerian football in Joseph Yobo, right? Because he was that good. He was so good that he was already in the books for Chelsea. He never got to play an official game for Chelsea. He was loaned several times before he was eventually sold. But he made that team in 2013 all thanks to the boss himself, the big boss, the late Stephen Keshi. Let's compare him to Shemi Ajayi, the scorer of the first goal for Nigeria at this year's AFCON. Who will you choose?
This is actually hard, yeah, because I don't know much about either of them. Yeah, maybe because I don't follow like maybe the teams they play for, like, but, so I don't know if I can actually choose this. Can we just go to the next one? I have to choose one. Okay, then I'll go with our recent Brighton novel.
Okay, so Shemi Ajayi. In defensive midfield, we had Ogenyi Onazi. Ogenyi Onazi at the time was the worst paid player in the Serie A. He wasn't earning above any other player in the Serie A. He was earning pretty much the minimum wage at that time, which was 5,000 euros per week. All right. And so Ogenyi Onazi up against the current captain of the national team, Wilfred Ndidi.
Wilfred Ndidi.
Okay, he has more money than him.
No, it's never about the money. Maybe because I've seen him play besides the AFCON, like in his club and all. I would pick Wilfred.
All right, fantastic. Beside him, in the midfield, I beg your pardon, at the time was a certain footballing legend of Africa, John Obi. You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
Mikel.
I know.
All right.
See, there's no comparison. Let's just go to the next one.
Okay. You take Mikel over Frank Onyeka.
Wake me from sleep every day.
All right. In attacking midfield, we had Sunday Mba. We're going to compare him with a legend of Nigerian football's nephew. Talking about none other than Alex Iwobi.
Well, other than like outside the AFCON, yeah, Sunday Mba didn't really have, a what's it called, glamorous career. So, but if we're talking about just AFCON performances, I'll pick Sunday Mba.
No, you choose whatever you want, whatever metrics you want.
I have a lot of bias against Iwobi because of like clubs in Premier League and shit. But I feel like if we're talking about all round here, I'll pick Iwobi. Because like I said, Sunday Mba didn't really have like, a very good performance outside AFCON.
But just so you know, this is a Super Eagles conversation.
Oh, Super Eagles, then
yes.
That would be Sunday Mba. If it's just Super Eagles, like the AFCON performances and like, team performances, that would be Sunday Mba. I'll pick Sunday Mba over Alex Iwobi.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that. So Sunday Mba, final choice?
Alex will be final choice.
All right. I mean, Alex has represented Nigeria over 90 times.
Yeah, he has represented Nigeria.
I don't think Mba has up to 20 caps for the Super Eagles.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, no. I take that back. I'm sure that Sunday Mba doesn't have 20 caps for the Super Eagles. So that must count for something. All right. Our left wing, we had, although it was known to be a striker, he just retired from international football this year after playing for Eimba, coming back home to play for Eimba last season. But he played in left wing. He started out on left wing in the final against Equatorial Guinea. We have Brown Ideye. Let's put him side by side with Ademola Lookman. I know your choice already, but
you already know my choice.
Yes, I do.
Ademola Lookman.
I know. I know. All right. At right wing, we have a certain started at right wing on the 9th in the final. Victor Moses. You know Victor Moses? Okay, fantastic. Which club do you support, by the way?
Oh, me. Right now, none.
All right. Okay, I like that. All right, Victor Moses started at right wing, but I'll choose him like a supporting striker. Yeah. Let's compare him to Ako Adams, who is Victor Osimhen's strike partner. Who would you go for?
So, again, are we talking just performances in the AFCON?
Yeah, but I mean, if you want to take it to club side, Ako Adams will even still be handicapped.
Yeah.
Yes, and so, but if you want to talk AFCON, so be
it's still the same thing. Victor Moses, actually.
All right. This one. So Ikechukwu just started as a top 9 in that competition, but we know that he only started as top 9 because the Golden Boot winner of the competition, talking about Emmanuel Emenike, was injured. Had it not been for that injury, Emmanuel Munike easily would have started that match. But let's talk about who you choose for your number 9. Ikechukwu Uche or Ikechukwu or Emmanuel Munike up against Victor Osimhen.
Victor Osimhen.
I just knew that you would never had to call the two names. So maybe we can see if we can just put it, make it the two against one.
I mean, it might be, like I said again, it might be more of recency bias because I probably did not watch more of their matches, when they were in their prime. But I've seen Osimhen play. At the point, when I was still supporting a club, I'm eyeing for my club to buy this guy because he's good. He's like the top 9. I mean, sometimes he makes a lot of mistakes and sometimes he got grab. He's actually good. Like the guy is good. You can't even say he's good. I mean, his performances in the AFCON have been, man. But we've seen him put on performances when he was in Syria, now that he's in Turkey. So we've seen him play well. We know that yes, this guy can do it. So I will obviously pick Victor Osimhen.
All right. At the end of the day, you picked 7 players from this AFCON team and 4 players from the previous AFCON winning team.
Recency bias.
Okay. So judging by your choices, recency bias or not, it's pointing towards the direction that you believe that this current crop of players have more talent than the last AFCON winning team.
Like I said before, I see them going all the way to the semi-finals, at least. Yeah. So yes, they have the talent. So at this point, it's up to them because they make a lot of mistakes as we've seen today. So it's actually up to them because we've seen that they can score the goals. We've seen that yes, they can put in the work, they can get there. So now it's up to them to either bottle it or get there. You get.
All right, you heard from Mayonfe already. He feels that the minimum expectation for him, for this gallant players, is to reach the semi-finals of AFCON. A lot of other fans feel Nigeria is good for the title. Only time will tell if we can do it yet again. All right, it's been fantastic hosting Matchday Mike tonight, as always. Many thanks to Mayonfe for joining us on the show for a second time running. All right.
It's nice being here again.
All right, like I said, his AK is your girlfriend's crush, so do well I want your girlfriend to watch this video. So thankfully, we're not going to, televise his phone number or something. But if you want his number, I'm talking to your girl, just let me know, and I could do you the honors of sharing it and, causing havoc to your relationship. You understand? All right, many thanks for joining us on Matchday Mike. It's been another fantastic time talking to Nigerian football fans, reacting to the latest happenings in the world of football. From me to you, being enthusiastic about football. Until we see you on Tuesday night when Nigeria take on Uganda. Peace out.